Hey everybody, I'm Dave with Growing the Home Garden. I wanted to share with you a short success video on the camellia cuttings. I did those several months ago, and I'll post a link in the description to that previous video where you can see those. And as of yet, I have not had any rooting at all. And so I ordered a different type of rooting hormone, and the purpose of it is it's got a higher amount of the rooting hormone IBAs, which is see if I can pronounce this for indole butyric acid, and this is a 0.31% solution here with Clonex. Typically I've been using more of a powder. This is a bit of a gel which actually comes on sticky onto the end of the plant and then goes in. And I did some arborvitae cuttings just a second ago that I'm going to try this with and see how quickly those root. But back to the camellia cuttings. What I was going to do is I was going to retreat those and then re-stick them because they're all looking pretty healthy. So the only thing I needed to do was add some rooting hormone and give them some more time. So in doing that, I started to pull them up so I could treat them, and I discovered a little bit of roots on one of them. So check that out. That's a pretty good rooting. Now those took several months to actually put that amount of roots on. Let's see if we've got any more that we can take a look at. So you can see here, I've already checked these two and they are not rooted. I put some Clonex on it, and I'm going to come in here. We've got all these tulip poplar seeds that just pop off the trees this time of year, and we're going to just gently, I'm feeling a little resistance on it. A little, but that was deceptive because there's nothing there. So we'll retreat that. I'm just going to dip it real quickly into the rooting hormone, and you see it's kind of got this goop on the end of it, and I will set this in here and firm it back up again. So I'm going to do the same for these others and see if there's any success on them. Don't really see much happening. We'll just retreat. Honestly, I probably should be washing those off real quick in water before I do it, but I'm just trying to be really quick with this. There's nothing on that one. In fact, the leaves are gone on that one. I think it's dead. So sometimes you lose some. And I'm going to pull this one. I feel some resistance, but then maybe it's deceiving me. Yep. So that one did not get any roots either. So we'll retreat and pop back in. Now I've got two more here, so we'll see if either of these did. I've at least got one so far. And this one, I feel some resistance on it, so I'm going to actually dig down in here with my fingers so I don't hurt any roots. This one feels like there might be something there. And there is. Check that out. Look at that. Pretty good roots on that starting off. So there's two for sure that have rooted. And let me check this last one. It also has a little resistance and a little bit of rooting. Not as good as the others, but it does have some success right there. So that's pretty good. And so I've got three right there, and I'm going to pot them up into something else rather than try to force them back into where I had them before. Everything I've read about camellia cuttings is that they take a long time to actually put on roots, that they can look green, they can look healthy, that they can last a very long time while you're waiting for them to root, but it just takes a very long time for them to root. And this has been several months of being in here and just being kept up with, watered occasionally as needed, and you know, it just takes time with some of these cuttings. So as long as your cuttings are looking healthy, give them more time. If you want to retreat them, you can pull them out, give them some more rooting hormone, pop them back in, and see what happens with that. Hopefully this Clonex will do a good job of stimulating roots on these other ones, and I'll end up with maybe more than 3 camellia cuttings. But for now, I'm going to stick these into some pots, pot them up, so hopefully I'll have some more camellias growing in our garden's future. So I'm Dave with Growing the Home Garden. Hit the like button, subscribe, and we'll catch you next time.